Hello, bonjour, Calgary. Did you know that at least 238,000 people speak Français in Alberta and that 90,000 live right here in Calgary? Oui, oui, c'est vrai. It's true. And now, thanks to Shaw Community Access Programming, we get to reach out to everyone to let you know all about our special people, places, events, and activities happening in this fair city in both English and en français. That's right, mes amis. We begin the first part of our program in English and then we repeat it en français. So stay with us. Welcome to our program. Today we're chatting with Madame Jocelyne Wandler, who is the founding member of the Roger Lalande Endowment Fund and also the past president of the Club Inter de Calgary. And we're also chatting with Monsieur Joël Lavoie, who is the director of the franco-albertaine Fondation, la Fondation franco-albertaine. And I'm your host, Anne Boiteau, and this is our English program. So Joël, can you tell us a little bit about how this foundation got started and how long you've been with the foundation?
The Fondation Franco-Albertaine is a community foundation, a little bit like the Calgary Community Foundation. The difference we have is our territory is Alberta completely. It's been created 16 years ago in '89, and the goal of the foundation is trying to help the community to support the cause it chooses to support.
The Francophone community.
The Francophone community. Even though we're there for la francophonie, which is anybody interested in the French factors.
Okay. And you've been with the foundation for how long now?
Have been. They found me as a member of the board for a year, and after that they asked me to. They kicked me out of the board, and they says we want you to work for us. So I've worked as a development official for a year, and after that I took the position of director of the foundation. So it's been about 3 years.
Okay. And can you tell us a little bit how the foundation is structured?
The foundation it's important when you're asking people to put their money in a project they believe in, to have a structure so strong that you're sure nobody could sidetrack the structure. So what we have is we've looked at other community foundation, and the best structure is to have a board of governors. So what we have right now is a board of governors, where you have people who are in an important position in la francophonie that automatically are members of the board of governors, and they are the only one who can vote. So for example, you're going to have la sénatrice Tardif, you're going to have the president of la CFA, the president of l'Association des Juristes, all the lawyers associations. You're going to have the president of the youth association, all those associations. So it's a bit like the Senate of la francophonie, because all of those people are elected in a different way. So you cannot hijack the board of governors to try to take control of la Fondation. And those people, they elect the board, the regular board, which is 3 members in the north.
Okay. How big is the board of governors?
Board of governors is about 12 people, and
okay.
the governing board is 9 people.
Okay.
And there's 3 in the north, 3 in the centers, and 3 in the south, and they're all elected for 3 years. And then after that, we created a development committee for all of Alberta. And Calgary was so dynamic, we created a development committee solely for Calgary. And then it worked so well, we decided we should copy that in Edmonton. So we just launched a development committee for Edmonton. So it's basically a lot of volunteers putting all their energy together just to make it work. There's 1 employee and a half. We're kind of 2 working 3/4 of time. So.
Okay. And how many funds are part of the foundation right now?
We're about at 50. So some of them are in development, because before an endowment funds reach $10,000, it's in development. And after that, it can give back to the community.
Okay, so a fund becomes active once it has reached $10,000.
Yes, and it has to sit in the Fondation for at least 1 year, 1 financial year of the Fondation.
Okay. And then the money that is given back to the community from the funds is mostly interest?
Exactly. The main idea of an endowment fund is to make sure it's going to be forever. I mean, so if, for example, the oldest endowment funds in America were universities in the States. So 300 years ago, people created a fund there, and since 300 years, the fund is giving back to the community and trying to protect the capital and the inflation to make sure it's the same amount of money that can be given every year.
Okay. And you've started, I guess, for certain funds, you've started giving back to the community already? Absolutely.
And I mean, and right now, every year between the 15th of March and the 15th of May, people can look at the website and say, okay, we're about 20, 25 bursaries that are given back to any kind of cause. It's because when people create a cause, the endowment funds, they choose the cause they want to support. So we have people working in the heritage sectors. We have people who decided to support schools mainly. We have people who decided to support sports, athletes in the sports sectors. So it all depends of what's important for you. For example, in Calgary, we have the family class, and we decided to create something for la paroisse Sainte-Famille. So their endowment fund will give back to the parish year after year.
Ah, that's good. And so what kinds of, is it mostly for young people now who can benefit, or
it depends
is it varied?
Well,
what
it
you
varies.
have now?
I mean, it's, we're working in the charitable sector, so it's important to note that Alberta is the most generous province. If you give a lot of money, they're going to give you back 50% in income tax credit, and it's a credit. I mean, if you give $5,000 a year, they're going to give you $2,500 in credit. So you got to make sure it's going to be a charitable cause.
Okay.
Bursary is the most simple one. Charitable cause in Canada are education, religion, and all the others, and that's all the organizations got a charitable number. And this is more gray zone. It depends of sometimes arts, sometimes culture, sometimes cultural centers.
More social causes.
It has to be approved by Revenue Canada.
Okay. And you've got some special events coming up just for Calgary.
Calgary's been very dynamic, and we, since last year, it's the second edition this year. On the 23rd of May, we're going to have an activity, and we hope it's going to be annual, with Borden, Latner, and Joël, which is
a law firm.
And they receive us in their office, and this year we're going to launch an endowment fund just for Calgary, for all the causes possible in Calgary, for example. And every year we have le rendezvous des philanthropes, which is a good occasion for all the people in Calgary who gave during the year to come and say why they give, why it's important for them. So it's really nice. Even we're doing that with the Conseil de développement économique, with l'Alliance française, with la CFA de Calgary. A lot of partners are working together to celebrate the fact that we love so much the language that we're ready to give money for it forever.
And you have one more thing, you have a golf tournament coming up as well?
It's been a long time that we wanted to have a golf tournament in French in Calgary, because there's one in Edmonton, there's one in Fort McMurray, there's one in Bonneville. So this year we're gonna try it on the 8th of June, and we hope it's going to be an annual event and it's going to grow.
Is that a fundraising event, or is that a more...
It's more a social event. There'll be
visibility kind of
promotional, and we hope it's going to grow, and eventually it will become more fundraising event. But for the moment, it's going to be more social and promotional event for the moment.
Okay. And Jocelyne, tell us a little bit how you got involved with the Roger Lalonde Endowment Fund.
I joined the Club Inter in 2010 with Roger. Roger was the founder of the Club Inter, and then that was one of his dreams, to have a fund to give back to the community. And it was a 25th anniversary, and I said that would be nice to have this as part of the 25th anniversary. And so that's one of the reasons we started the fund for Roger Lalonde, because he was the founder of the Club Inter, plus many other things he's done in the community. And I thought that someone who's so involved into the community, and then I think he spoke French as a mission.
Yes.
And I thought it was worth celebrating.
Okay. And the fund is part of the Franco-Albertaine Foundation.
Yes, this was totally new to me, and I did not want to get into something very bureaucratic because we did not have the manpower nor the energy to do that. And then Joël was so gracious, and he helped us, and he walked with me and all the way, and he kind of pushed me. He says, "Yeah, you can do it. You can do it." I said, "Okay." But now we're in development. We're still in development.
Okay. And how close are you to your goal?
I think
to
we're
being active.
We're halfway there, and then we've got some events coming up to raise some funds, and then it seems like we're just bringing the joie de vivre and then getting everybody, the French and English, together to celebrate, and then at the same time raise money for the fund.
And what was Roger's cause, or once you're active, what will you be giving back to the community? To what kind of donations?
Club Inter is inter everything, and my dream was to bring mentorship into the community, because I said, in order to grow our young people, is to associate them with some people who are have wisdom. And then I believe that the Club Inter is filled with people who have been in the community for so long. And then I thought, if there's young people wanting to create a new project, that we would try to match them. And then we would provide them a little bit of money to learn lots of expertise, and then to make lots of contacts, and hopefully deliver the project for the community, the French community.
More related to business interests, or will it be?
Actually, I believe that we all have talents, and sometimes, whether it's for the community, whether it's for the fun of it, if we don't practice them, then we lose it. And then, so in order for people to be proud of what they do, whether it's for a community, for the business, for the pleasure, I think we need all the talents to come out, and we need to give someone support. If they have an idea, a talent, let's go and try to help them develop that talent.
Mm-hmm. And do you market the fund? Do you, how would people find out about the Roger Lalonde Endowment Fund?
Well, like right now with this fundraising is really going to help to promote that, and also talking about the idea, and hopefully promotion has been low because you need some people interested, and we need to create interest, and it takes energy to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And do you have a website, Joël, for the foundation?
Yeah, it's foundationfa.ca, and there you're going to see how it works. It's a nice place if you want to contribute. You can give right there, and you can give monthly by just giving your credit card number and say how much you want to give, if you want to give monthly. And Canada Don, which is the website who's taking the donation, is giving the official receipt back right away, so you can have your receipt, income tax receipt, right away if you want.
Ah, that's good. And you were telling me, I think a little bit earlier, that you're going to be part of United Way as well?
We hope so, because United Way is so strong in Calgary, and people in Calgary have been very generous to United Way, so we've started communicate with them and see if we can work and have kind of a United Way campaign in French starting this fall. And the idea would be to try to support all those kind of funds. If your office, for example, is giving already to United Way, and you'd like to say, I'd like to support the Fonds Roger Lalonde, for example, you fill your United Way form and you say it's for la Fondation franco-albertaine, and I want it for the Roger Lalonde Endowment Funds, and it goes right to there. So it's I think there's a lot of generous people like French in Calgary that would like to say, okay, that's a cause I'd like to support. So they can just point and say, that's the cause I'd like to give through United Way.
How many funds do we have in Calgary that are part of the foundation? Do you know?
There's one at La Rose Sauvage, which is a public school. There's one in Saint-Marguerite-Bourgeois, one in Notre-Dame de la Paix. There's one for La Famille Classen for the parish, and there's the Fonds Roger Lalonde. And some of them are more provincial, but I've had leadership from Calgary, so those one of the more precise for Calgary.
So quite a few people will have quite a choice once United Way comes around this year, right?
Exactly.
Good. Well, it's been a pleasure to have you with us today. I hope that people will be donating quite a bit of money to the Francophone foundations. So thank you very much for being with us today.